I'm not sure why I'm getting this weird lens effect on the camera and reflection. This video is about the idea of, well, I have to answer. It's a fair question someone put to me. If I am willing to call something like the no forest on planet Earth idea bullshit, then how do I put across such like out there subjects on like my radio show or on my website or my blog, dealing with everything from magic, which by the way the Velocity of Now returns on September 1st. Let me just say that I have absolutely no problem with anybody believing anything they want. I have no problem at all with that, none at all. The problem I have is when they become evangelical about it, when they start to act like they absolutely know it for a fact. I think it was Charles Fort who said, the great man himself, who said, "I don't believe anything to be a fact. There's only fashions that are in vogue for a certain period of time." And I've always subscribed to this idea, although I may have stories on the radio show about the idea of a hotel, as put across in the Stephen King novel, The Shining, actually developing into a conscious entity, a murderous entity, by all the people inside it and all the events inside actually energizing it. I'm not saying that's a fact. I'm putting that idea out there to point out that it's something we indulge. It's a modern mythos. It's things we think about. I love Fortean stuff. I find that I love the idea of Fortean concepts and Fortean ideas and Fortean speculation. But if you're a Fortean, you don't actually believe necessarily these things. You can look at strange lights in the sky and you can say, well, it's a UFO, and that's where it ends. You don't say aliens, you don't say angels, you don't say demons. You go through all the possibilities, and that's the beauty of it. Mark McMark on his McMarkham site, he talks about the concept of the woo that works. I really like that term, the woo that works. In Metascience, that the idea that you keep looking. In my new book, the Druid Code, I talk about David Lewis Williams' idea of the cable method and the chain link method of deduction and research, and how if one link breaks in the chain, the whole argument falls apart. But if one strand in the cable breaks, the remaining strands are intact. And that's how I feel about things. Now, the no trees on forest Earth thing, no forest on planet Earth, what that really says immediately is it was a product launch. I have no doubt about that. Absolutely, it's a product launch. Why it's put out there, who puts it out there. But as we've discovered with this alternative scene, people are very quick to judge mysterious characters, people who came out of the blue. They don't know who they are, they have strange names, they don't use their real names, they're very cryptic. And this is where the problem comes in. Then you watch a video or you read a blog article by this person who throws all this bullshit at you, and then you go out there and you become evangelical about it. And that's the point where it's different. You can absorb this information, you can be speculative about it, you can enjoy it, you can even share it. But when you start saying it's the absolute truth, and I've been lied to all my life, there are like that Devil's Tower is a tree and not a mountain. It's a petrified tree. That's when you've lost it. That's when you're out. That's because you've become evangelical. The main reason for this is that Christianity cast a toxic and a poisonous shadow across alternative thinking, and has done so since the rise of what they call the Truther movement following 9/11. But it was beginning before that. In the American Bible Belt, you had things like the whole conspiracy scene was all Christian. It was all fundamental, Gog Magog, the end of the world, the bottom of Armageddon. When you look even further back, that comes out things like the Process Church and Charles Manson and people like that. So this is the problem. When people approach alternative ideas with a Christian mindset, they tend to become evangelical like Christians. I am nothing. I guess I'm kind of a heathen. That's where I'd cover myself. Politically, I'd be an atheist, an anarchist. Spiritually, kind of an agnostic with a small a, and a big G. And that doesn't mean I'm in the Freemasons. It's just that I don't know. I'm still learning. All my work is a process of learning. It's a process of discovery. And there's nothing I will say to anybody, you better believe this or you better accept this because you've been lied to. And anyone who talks to you like that, run a mile. So that's the difference. Open your mind, but not so much that your brain falls out. and keep your mind open, but not so much that when you learn new things you become evangelical about it, because you'll only make a mess of your life if you live like that, and you'll never find the truth about anything, because all you do is you paint yourself into a corner, and within that corner you will find nothing but entropy, psychic and psychological entropy. So that's the difference. The difference is between believing it, understanding it, exploring it, and being evangelical about it. Thank you.